Hello, my name is Mike Parmley. I'm going to have to be much more brief. This is my second attempt at this. My first one, I went well over 15 minutes. So I'll try to be much more succinct. My name is Mike. I'm a 49-year-old married father of three. I do have some comorbidities. I have some medical conditions. I have hypertension. I have hypercholesterolemia. I do have a family health history, familial health history. My mother has hypertension, anemia, and osteoporosis. My dad has hypertension. Both of them are actually controlled by medications for both parents. My maternal grandfather had multiple MIs. He was diabetic. He died at age of 69, actually of a heart attack. My maternal grandmother died at 78. She also had hypertension. I know she had heart disease. I know she had a coronary cabbage, so a coronary arterial bypass graft. She had also had heart attacks before she died. My paternal grandfather died at about 60 years old of alcohol-related disease. He was a smoker and a drinker. My paternal grandmother died at age 95 of natural causes. They did not do a post-mortem on her. Sorry, my dog is beating at the table here. Sorry. So this affects me as a 49-year-old, again with comorbidities. I do have a BMI of 35.87, which according to universityhealthcaresystems.org, BMI of over 35 plus one or more comorbidities puts me at a morbidly obese BMI. So with that, the understanding is that I am at higher risk of things like heart disease. And again, with the genetic link, an even higher risk. So with regard to that, that would be, according to the CDC, I have an over 50% chance pertaining to my genetic link of developing heart disease. So just in and of itself, not even counting my own hypertension and hypercholesterolemia, which no doubt bump me up. So I really need to fix myself, as a 49-year-old man. So, onto the questionnaires. Personal health profile. On the exercise and fitness, I scored a total of 3, which is a moderate risk. I don't really do too much exercise lately. I used to, but I have not. I do swim in my swimming pool. Today was actually my first day being back in the pool for this year because it's been pretty cold in the pool. But I can't honestly say that anything more than sometimes do I exercise for 30 to 60 minutes. I have not been developing muscle strength. I don't do push-ups. I haven't been in the gym lifting weights in probably 4 years. I do spend time gardening. So I have 23 fruit trees, and I tend to them a lot. And I enjoy them. Currently, we have fresh cherries and mulberries. Although I can't honestly say that I have between 3 and 5 fresh servings of fruit daily. I like to go out there off the trees and pick off the trees, but beyond that, I don't do too much. Avoid being overweight. I was 225 pounds. I went down to 195. I've been back up to 255 and realized that I was really going beyond what I wanted to do. And then I have now gotten back down to 245. So I'm going in the right direction. And this is mainly by just watching what I'm eating and cutting out on sodas and cutting down sugar. Which brings me to the next one of nutrition. Again, I don't really eat 5 servings of fruit and vegetables really ever. I can say I do eat vegetables, I do eat fruits, but I don't think in the correct amount. Actually, I know, not in the correct amounts. So I give myself a score of 0 on that. Limiting fat and saturated fat, I sometimes try to do that. With my schedule, I've been eating a lot of fast food, And I think at that point I'm eating fries and I'm eating fried food, so I'm definitely not limiting my saturated fats. Avoiding skipping meals. I've been trying to do that lately. I understand that there's more of a tendency to save food at that point. Limiting the amount of salt and sugar. I do sometimes do that. I rarely, if ever, actually add salt to anything. I figure there's plenty of salt in things without even trying. But even at that, my overall score on nutrition was a 5, which puts me at a moderate health risk. Tobacco use. I don't use tobacco or any type of products like that. When I served in the Marine Corps 20 years ago, I smoked. I found out my wife was pregnant with our daughter 16 years ago or 17 years ago, and I stopped smoking. So I gave myself a score of 10 on that for not using tobacco. Alcohol and drugs. I do occasionally drink, but I rarely, if ever, drink more than 1 or 2 drinks when I do drink. I think I drink maybe once or twice per year. It's just not really my idea of a good time, and I've had a family history of alcoholics within my family, so I experienced enough with that as a child and just never wanted to do it myself. I'm careful not to drink with taking meds. Again, I don't drink. And I do read and follow directions on my medications or anything prescribed, whether it's a prescription or OTC. So overall on that, I gave myself a 10 out of 10 on alcohol and drugs. On stress management, my total is 7. I have a job that I enjoy sometimes. I do find it easy to relax and express my feelings freely. I have absolutely no problems talking with my friends. So I do try to manage my stress well in that respect. I have more healthy outlets. Again, I talk to my friends. I'll go sit out in my spa. I'll just go relax if I need to. I do have a pottery wheel that I can just go relax and play in the mud. Although, honestly, I haven't had too much time to do any pottery lately. But that also sometimes puts me at participating in hobbies. Here lately, my hobby has been working on my house. I've got several projects going at any given time, much to my wife's chagrin. But I do consider that a hobby and a stress release by working on the house. So again, overall total score of 7 on stress management. On safety, I got a total of 9 of 10, or excellent. I don't really have much of a risk there. I do wear my seatbelt. I don't drink, so I do avoid DUIs or do drugs. So I do try to obey traffic rules, speed limits most of the time, unless I'm running late for my clinical. So, which I'm sorry, but I do try to get there. I promise. But I work in Pomona and I have school out in San Bernardino, so I'm leaving one and going to the other. So, I have been successful at getting there. So, although sometimes I try not to speed. So, I do read and follow instructions on labels of potentially harmful products and appliances. I am very much into that. And I don't smoke, so I avoid smoking in bed. So a total of 9 there. Disease prevention. I do know the warning signs of cancer, heart attack, and stroke. So I give myself a 2 on that. I do sometimes avoid overexposure to sunlight. Although in all honesty, for most of my life I've worked outdoors, being a Marine, being a plumber. So I've been just stuck out in the sun. Whether or not I had sunscreen on, probably not. I did attempt, to, wear hats or wide brim hats, things like that. I do try to limit my exposure. I do put lip balm on. I am darker complected, so I mean, no, that's not really a guarantee, but at least I do have that natural protection. taking myself a 1 on that. I do recommended medical screenings. I do go in and get checked up by my doctor now. And again, that's how I found my hypertension, and have been receiving treatment for that, as well as my hypercholesterolemia. I do monitor my blood pressure and my heart rate and make sure that those are where they need to be, particularly before taking my hypertension meds. I do perform monthly testicular self-exams right after taking a shower, so I'm doing it in the correct fashion, and have had no problems with that. I do only have sex with my wife, whom I've been married to now since 2003. So we are at going on 18 years. Actually, I think it's in less than 1 month. so June 21st. Thanks for reminding me. So, but yes, just been with my wife. So I gave myself a score of 9 out of 10 on disease prevention. As far as what do I think of these results of these tests, I think these results of these tests are pretty much spot on. I really do. There's no real, as much as I hate to admit it, there's no real denying my weight gain, my belly. I'm out of shape. These days, I go to tie my shoes, I bend over, and I can feel my stomach pushing against me and forcing the air out. So I do need to work on that. With the info about your health history, current health, what preventive measures can I take to improve and improve my longevity and quality of life? Well, first I have to take my medications, which I hate them. I loathe taking pills. But here I am, and I need to. I have been cutting out sodas. I've been increasing my water and trying to watch what I eat. So, again, my weight is starting to go in the right direction. I am still overweight, but I'm trying to fix myself. I could walk 1 to 2 times a day, although it's been troubles finding the time, but I need to find the time. So the question was, even if your current level is excellent or little to no risk, what preventive measures are needed to maintain? Again, I just need to improve my overall health. I need to exercise. I could do push-ups, go walking. I actually owned a little video thing called T25. It was 25 minutes instead of 90 minutes of vigorous exercise. So, but even that would be better than what I've been doing or guilty of doing. So again, my current level is really, it's really moderate to severely lacking, again, if I'm honest. And I need to exercise. And then why is it important to me, to take these steps? Well, it's important because if I don't take steps and I don't change my ways, pretty soon I understand that I'm going to have problems. And problems that I don't want to experience. And I love my family, and I prefer to be around them for a little bit longer. If nothing else, so I can be a pain and tell more dad jokes. So I hope this is the kind of video that you're looking for. Again, I don't really have a lot of practice with these things, but I do try. Yeah. So thank you very much for your time. Have a wonderful day. Bye.